Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
We're joined on the Starline by a self-taught pianist who started playing music at 7, sharing the stage with Ray Charles and Aretha Franklin. Out on tour now with the Croce Plays Croce, we welcome AJ Croce.
Hey, how are you?
Absolutely great, AJ. Let's go beyond the mic. How is playing your dad's beloved songs feed your soul?
That's a good question. You know, I avoided them for 25 years of my career, and when I started peppering them into a set, I realized just how much people loved them and how much it affected people. So I think seeing that reaction is what has inspired me to do these shows. Your
first San Diego band was the Hottentots. Do you remember your favorite song from the band?
Oh man, you know, we were kind of like a garage, 60s style garage rock and roll band, and we did a lot of R&B stuff. So there were a bunch of Etta James songs that we did. And I remember that record really well in the basement and all of that stuff. Later on, got to play with her and told her how afraid I was of meeting her, because on the cover of that live album, she had a cast on her arm from the night before and settling some score at the same venue. So yes, that is really memorable for that reason.
AJ, when you're out on tour, what's a typical show like?
Well, the focus is my father's music. You know, the 3 albums, Don't Mess Around with Jim, Life and Times, and I Got a Name, all the hits from those albums. I'll play a few of my songs, some of the songs that really connect us, because that's a big part of this show. There's the stories behind where they came from. And so, you know, that's the focus. But every night we change things up. Every night we have a moment in the set about halfway through the show where I field a request from the audience, and we'll play what they're requesting. And we actually do it. It's not preset. There's not folks in the crowd that we had ask something. We have the whole catalog down pat. And I mean, and it's crazy, because a couple weeks ago I got requests for a Mose Allison song, which we played. I had a request for a Faces song, which we played. Had a request for, mostly they ask for Jim Croce songs or, something of mine, but we're prepared. We're ready.
AJ Croce from the Croce Plays Croce Tour, here for the Rockin' 8. All this is, AJ, is 8 random questions. Answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. There's no pressure.
Okay.
Favorite Harry Belafonte song?
Oh, God. I have Harry Sings the Blues, which has some great stuff, but yeah, I love his version of Summertime.
Place in San Diego where you just go and think.
The Meditation Gardens at the Self-Realization Fellowship.
Now, AJ, do you have anything with you on the road from your dad other than his music?
His leather jacket.
That is so wonderful. Favorite album you own personally?
There are no favorites. Music is about mood and emotion, so every day it's a different thing,
Which song would you say sums you up?
Sleepwalk.
Very nice choice. Favorite jazz band?
Thelonious Monk. He's not a band, but
he counts. Do you have a favorite reality TV show?
I like documentaries,
Okay, what's your favorite documentary?
I like, right now, I'm just all of those David Attenborough nature documentaries. They're just the most relaxing and beautiful and inspired pieces of documentary work, and they're so beautiful.
How do you find your center?
I think our center shifts.
Wow.
Again, it's about mood. And, Ray Charles was my gateway drug. So in a way, as a kid, before I ever had a chance to play with him or anything like that, he was an inspiration. So it's kind of that soul music in general is like the core of my musical identity.
It's time for One Big Question with AJ Croce, out on tour with Croce Plays Croce Beyond the Mic. AJ, if you could have 10 minutes with your dad, just to jam and play music, what song would you want to play for him?
Oh, it's a good question. I think in 10 minutes, we could probably do 3 songs. 10 minutes, I would say, let's do Coffee Blues by Mississippi John Hurt. Let's do You're Not the Only Oyster in the Stew by Fats Waller. And let's do Setting the Woods on Fire by Hank Williams.
AJ, when people come to your show, what do you want them to feel?
I want to bring crying back. Honestly, I'm joking. What I really want is for people to just get a sense of what a beautiful songwriter my father was, what amazing songs and what a legacy he created in such a brief period of time.
He loves nature documentaries, thinks music is all about mood, and is on the road wearing his dad's leather jacket. AJ Croce, out on tour at a city near you. AJ, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
Hey, thank you so much.
And that, my friends, is a Beyond the Mic shortcut. If you're enjoying these conversations, please check out another Beyond the Mic episode to find more actors, artists, and people you need to know. We'd also appreciate a like and subscribe on the Good Pods app.